Well, we back again. This is gonna be a quick one, I hope. Uh, but I'm in a quandary of thinking. Well, I actually am not in a quandary. I know what I did, but I'm putting a question out there to the rest of you men out there that are dealing with the hypersensitivity of the Me Too movement. And when you turn around, every time you turn around, you can be accused of anything, and when it's found out that um, the accusation is unfounded, you have no recourse. You can't sue the woman because who's going to be, what lawyer is going to take that case, right? What lawyer is going to be the lawyer that sues, you know, the poor defenseless woman that basically destroyed your financial stability by accusing you of something crazy just because she got upset and angry. Now, of course, we're not talking about women that actually have a legitimate right, but we also know that we're not talking about that. We're not, those women have a right to accuse people that actually done stuff to them. So those are not the people we're talking about. We're talking about the people that are innocent, are not guilty of any crime, but yet are being placed in a position as if they're guilty of a crime just because a woman got upset with them because things don't go their way. That's the situation we're talking about here. So don't get it twisted. Don't send me something saying I don't understand what the Me Too movement is about. I know exactly what it's about. I understand it perfectly, and I am okay with that so long as it's used for the correct purposes intended it was intended for, which is getting abusers and such off the streets. I can relate to that, and I can say I'm with that. The problem that we having is if somebody is there is no checkpoint for a person to abuse this situation and therefore destroy a man's career, livelihood, everything, reputation, everything. There's just because she got upset and or angry or just want to play a joke or whatever she want to do, just to, maybe just to inflict pain. So she just in an effort to inflict pain can just make an accusation in today's climate. You can just make an accusation about a man and cost him hundreds and thousands, even millions of dollars, just trying to prove his innocence with no option. You have no way of getting that money back because she's not going to give it to you. And like most women, or most women, but a lot of women, what do they care if you lose your job, you lose your money, you lose your livelihood? What do they care? What do they care? You taking care of your mama, your dad, your mother, your father, your family, your children, your whoever else you taking care of, whoever else is on the payroll. You taking care of all these people. What does this lady care whether you get going to a police and they open up a police investigation on you? I mean, a lot of women they don't care. They just they just pissed, and somebody's got to pay. Somebody's got to pay for it, right? Her being pissed, somebody's got to pay. So it's probably gonna be you. And unfortunately, that is the situation we under and we're dealing with. So, in response to that, men like myself, who are not, um, we are much more spooked as far as we got we got a lot of goals in life. We don't want to have those goals disrupted by false accusation. If I'm guilty of something, yes, accuse me, and then let's follow the process to see whether I did that or not, or whatever. Get your evidence together and then do what you got to do with me. But if I'm innocent, do I do now? What do I do in this? And that's the situation we talking. That's the situation I'm talking about right now. So please, like I said, don't send me something. You don't know what Me Too is all about. You need to talk to some survivors. I don't need to talk to no survivors. I know. I've talked to many of them already, but I know already that's not what we're talking about. We're seeing a lot of men really get accused um, unjustly and then pay a severe price for it. And I'm here to demonstrate how severe the situation is and what we as men must do. You must go out of your way. Now you have to go out of your way to really kind of watch everything any female does around you. You must go out of your way, and I don't care what their age is. You must go out of your way to be above and beyond the board. So far as it comes to the picture you're seeing right here, which is the Girl Scout cookies. Now I have this up here for a reason because I was in the store the other day. I was in a store the other day getting some groceries and whatnots, and a little girl selling Girl Scout cookies or some type of issue that they were selling, some type of thing that she was selling. I don't know if it's candy bar, Girl Scout cookies, or something similar. Was headed in my as I was walking out of the store, was headed in my direction. Man, I'm telling you, I didn't let this girl get within 5 feet, and this was in front of the whole public. I didn't let the girl get within 5 feet. I said, "No, I'm not interested. I'm sorry. I can." I normally I would have broke her, even if I don't eat the whatever they selling. I usually will just give them money and say, "Here, just take a donation, $5, $2, $3, whatever little change I got in my pocket." I just give them that and say, just take this as a donation, right? You see them at the gas station, with the store, whatever, right? And you just kind of feel for them because they out there, they hustling, they at least they on their feet hustling, right? So you want to help them, but since this whole little Me Too thing came out, so the so the little girl comes is heading in my direction. "No, sir, do you want to buy?" I was like, "No, no, 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 no." I didn't even let her get within 5 feet of me. I was like, "No, no, 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 no. I'm sorry, little girl. I can't. I'm not interested right now. Thank you." I was out of there. And my point is analyzing, like, why was I like that? Because I don't want nobody to be able to say you got close enough to that girl till you tried to do this or that or this or that or misunderstand something. Because a lot of times women can just misunderstand what's going on. But what's gonna happen if you out there you buying something off to the girl and the girl start asking you questions about maybe your work or maybe something like that, and then you have a conversation and the mother watching from the car and say, "You know what? He talking too long. Help, police, this, that. He trying to do this to my." It's always gonna be a white knight somewhere, and now you in the literal battle to try to get yourself out of there if you can. But what if they call the police and the police is there? Now you got to deal with that, right? Because all the woman got to do is accuse you, brother. That's it. They ain't got to. In this climate, all you got to do is be accused. All you have to do is be accused, and because people don't want women hurt, they will take the step to follow through with even you being accused, and to try to see if there's room for further investigation. But even just the accusation is a death blow to your livelihood, and that's what we're talking about. But for me, I have to say goodbye to the boys, excuse me, to the Girl Scouts. I have to say goodbye to the Girl Scouts. I can now no longer do business with you. Not unless your dad is out there to give me the cookies. I don't want to come in contact with no female that I don't know. I'm taking the Mike Pence approach. I don't want to buy no more Girl Scout cookies. No, thank you. I'm not in any kind of position like that, or Girl Scout cookies, or candy bars, or newspapers, or magazines, or none of that. I won't be doing none of that because I don't want to be in that situation. Somebody could even accuse me. "Oh, why are you talking to her so long?" Or what did I? I will not be in that situation because I see already the opportunity for that situation to occur based on the climate and based on the overall just the women's free reign to be able to say what they want, and then they have without fear of if I'm just without fear of retribution by the state if they do something if they're doing so just in with if they have this malicious intent. They don't have to worry about the state coming after them. What's the state gonna do? What district attorney is gonna put a woman on trial for saying something about you that destroyed your career? They may do it if you come to some bodily harm, but if you don't come to no death bodily close to death bodily harm, they probably not gonna do it. It's just cost you your career and your livelihood. Who's gonna go? Who's gonna sue the what district attorney running for office in another year or so, or to run for a higher office later is gonna be the one that took some woman and put her on trial because she said something, she accused a man. No one is gonna do that. It's not gonna happen. So my that's my theory. My theory is this: for from until this Me Too thing cool off, until this Me Too thing cool off, I'm done with you, Mrs. Girl Scouts. You will never work. You will never get no money from me no more. If you want some money from me, you better have your daddy out there at that little thing with you, and send your father over to me. Don't You ain't coming close to me. I'm not coming close to you. And I hope every man do the same thing. All of y'all, leave these Girl Scouts and all these people alone. That's coming up to you trying to sell you these candy bars and all that. No, let women buy them off of them. At least it's, the likelihood of a woman being accused of something is very low. And so, but us, we are just walking. We are we are sitting ducks. You are literally a sitting duck waiting for whatever woman decide to accuse you of whatever they want to accuse you of, and it's just not worth it. You have to have Girl Scout cookies. No, if you do, buy them from the daddy. Say, go get your daddy and give your daddy and tell your daddy to. That matter of fact, don't even talk to him. I'm just actually just being facetious. Don't say nothing. Just say no. I think you're not. Just refuse. You got the right to refuse to buy their cookies and just walk away from them because it ain't worth the high risk that you are taking by coming even in contact with underage girls. It's just the risk you taking for just coming in contact with them is not worth it for some damn cookies. All right. Hope you taking my advice.